Hello there, Joseph Hennessy. The name of the channel is The Children. On YouTube, it's Joseph Hennessy 1161. I'm looking for star seeds, light workers, empaths, rainbow warriors, spiritual beings, humans that are just tired of the narrative of the Matrix, which is crumbling one day at a time, slowly but surely. It keeps saying that it's going to get worse, and it's getting worse. The shit show is getting worse. But as humans, we need to see it, because over and over I've stated we won't believe it unless we see it. We live in a matrix where everything is pitted against us, everything. If you do your own research, you'll find this out. So today I'm at the old Bay Meadows racetrack in San Mateo. I believe I'd be on the golf course, this little park off Saratoga Drive in San Mateo now. But it's the old Bay Meadows golf course, and we got some geese in the background today, and I love to do my videos outside because it's what it's all about, being out in nature. So I just want to share a little quick message today about mental health during December. A lot of people struggle during the holidays, and I used to struggle with them. And being honest, I haven't celebrated Christmas since 1999, so I've become an expert at dealing with getting through the holidays and being happy and sound and okay. But I know a lot of people out there struggle. It's a tough time, especially nowadays with what the government's doing to us, with the prices of everything. And if you have lots of money and you're doing okay, then God bless you. Maybe you could reach out and help somebody who's not doing so well. Because 2/3 of this country is living paycheck to paycheck. So there might not be Christmases in a lot of the homes in the United States this year due to the prices caused by the deep state, the puppeteers who run the shit show. You ever notice that we do things to make things cheaper, but the prices never go down? And why should things be any more expensive today than they were 50 years ago? It's just all a facade, a program that we accept. We get sent home during the pandemic. The rich get richer, and we got poorer. Does anybody see the setup? Everything is against us, and it's always our fault. But one day at a time, the matrix is being broke down, it's being stripped down, but it has to be brought out and showed to the masses, and people are rising up all over Europe, Canada, the United States. We've had enough. There is no sides. It's not Democrat versus Republican. It's good versus evil. Which side are you on? I keep saying this over and over again. Half the children on this planet don't have adequate food, water, or shelter. It's just not right. But this is all being brought out front and center. You see all the evilness running this country. And it's not the orange guy. He's not a politician. He hasn't changed in 50 years. They all loved him until he became a Republican. But it doesn't even matter if both sides hate him anyway because he's the system breaker. But anyway, getting back with the holidays are really tough times for a lot of people. And please don't turn to alcohol and drugs to get yourself through the holidays. Because I've been there, I've done that. I can help you. I've made every mistake there is to make when it comes to alcohol and drugs. Every mistake. I've had mental issues. I've been locked up in insane asylums. But that's all part of the Matrix program because that's what they want us. They want us all high, sick, not being who we truly are. We all look for things outside of ourselves to make ourselves feel better. When the real, true inner joy comes within. It's not numbing yourself. But you got to do what you got to do. I'm not one here telling you what to do. If you need to drink and have a few cocktails to get through the holidays, then you got to do what you got to do. But if you are struggling and you need somebody to talk to, reach out. I've been there and I've done that. it's not a sign of weakness to reach out and say, I need some help. I wish I would have done it a lot more. I waited until it was too late. And you get to the point where too late means you can't stop. And I know people who can't stop today. And I send my love and blessings to them. I hope they figure it out. I'm one of the lucky ones. I figured it out. I understand why I did all the things I did for the first 57 years of my life. Because I was running from myself, running from life. Because it was easier. It was easier to numb myself, not to have to deal, because I never felt good enough. So I've suffered from depression, anxiety, pretty much all the sidals. I've had them all except for homicidal. And I'm glad I never was homicidal, because I probably would have killed somebody when I was shit-faced. Like I said, I've been there, I've done that. I've been in the back of police cars. I've been in insane asylums. I don't know how many times I went to the hospital screaming for help and got help. And next week I was doing the same thing again. But by the grace of God, I found power and strength to get through it. Like I said, if you need some help, reach out. I'll be more than happy to listen to you. I got big ears on a big head. And if you need some suggestions, I'll be more than happy to give them to you. I'll never pontificate to anybody who's suffering, because pontificating to anybody doesn't work anyway. I don't know how many times I had people I loved because I thought I was only hurting myself when I was doing what I was doing. But you drag down everybody who cares about you. Watching somebody drink themselves to death is horrible. It's even worse when you're the person doing the drinking. So the holidays, like I said, are tough. And we're struggling. And if you're struggling financially, you're not the only ones. Like I said, I know people who are homeless, don't even have enough to eat. Why? It should never be like this. As humanity, we should be taking care of each other. But we don't. But we will. Slowly but surely, things are changing. Not up to my speed, because, like I said, 4 years ago, I thought we'd be done and on to the fifth dimension. But it's a process. I understand why it takes so long. Like I said, for 57 years, I was tarnished. I had every ism, schism, everything that you should have done, I did. So that's why I can help people. I've made every mistake. And it doesn't make me unintelligent. It just means that I ran. And I made all the excuses in the world to run because I was a victim. And I never was. I picked my life circumstances. Everything happened exactly the way it was supposed to happen to get me to this point, because I'm going to help people, and I'm going to lead people to the new promised land, the fifth dimension. This duality planet is done. No mas. No more wars, no more poverty, no more just pure evil. But like I said, it's got to be drawn out and shown to everybody. But the holidays are tough. Watch your intake of sugar. I made a video about that. Another one of the biggest drugs on this planet. Everybody's addicted to it. Alcohol. And you wonder why you feel so shitty at the beginning of the year, because this is the junk season. So watch your intake. Watch the energy vampires, people who drain your energy. Like I keep stating over and over, get out every day, even if it's for 5 minutes. Take your shoes off, put your feet into the dirt. If you can, get out and play. Get that inner child rolling, because he or she is inside of you, just raring to go. And that's what the fifth dimension is going to be all about. Going back to our true essence, our inner child, the way we're supposed to think. That's the way we are supposed to think, like a child. Happy, joyous, and free, not a care in the world. And that's what the fifth dimension is going to be like. But we have to deal with the duality of the third dimension, the matrix, for wee bit longer. But all I ask is everybody to change your stinking thinking. Think about somebody else for a change. What does Santa Claus got to do with Christmas anyway? It's all about making the rich people richer. Christmas should be about life, about family, not about giving gifts. You should be grateful for what you have, not what you don't have. You can't take any of that stuff with you to the fifth dimension because you'll be able to manifest to your heart's desire anyway. So the holidays are tough. Let's get through them. It's just all a part of the process to get us to the next dimension. If you need anybody to talk to, I'm here. I'll listen, and I will make suggestions if you ask. We all need people to lean on. Doesn't make you weak, it makes you strong. I wish I would have been a lot stronger, a lot younger. But it is what it is. Woman's favorite saying. I hate that saying. But anyway, stay positive. We're going to raise our frequency to that Christ consciousness, God consciousness, unconditional love, no judgment, authenticity. Do your own research, people. God bless.